Hey, come on, Chad. Let's get up there, buddy. What are you doing?
Overlay was up.
Watch out now.
The scary
What's
intro.
going on, guys?
How's it going, Sonny?
Welcome back
Hey,
to the
guys.
Chop Shop.
We're back in the chop shop after
We
a
are.
long week of heat.
Yeah, and
It's
it's
a very
nice and
hot
cool
week
here.
this week.
We got PLE with us. What's going on, man?
How's it going?
How's it going, man? Good to see you.
Good to
Thanks
see
for-
you guys as well. Definitely.
Thanks for staying up late and hanging out with us
oh,
at our
heck
new
yeah,
time.
Definitely.
Appreciate it.
I'm a
What-
night out.
What part of the country are you in?
I'm in the good old faithful PA, Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're staying up a lot later than Spooky and Sonny are tonight.
Usually till 3 or 4. Nah, usually
That's
around
cool.
2.
Good deal, good deal.
How's
Well,
everybody
thank you so
doing?
much for hanging out with us.
Yeah,
doing great.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, man. I look forward to this night all week long because the rest of the week sucks. the chop shop is where it's at, man. Friday night, end of the week. Awesome.
That's right. We're gonna have a good time tonight, man. And what you want to tell everyone about what you do and what your channel is, and give them a rundown?
Yeah. So what I am, I'm an urbex explorer. So I'm into urbex and into the abandoned. I am your masked abandoned guy that you really go to watch, get into dangerous locations, a lot of historical stuff as well. I try to do the best I can to give you the rough down on what is the history on these places. And if I can't find anything within the history on it, I'm going to take you through like where people don't really go, don't want to, or just is really unsafe. And I still try to, even though I get in a little trouble or get into, really weak floors or something. So, but yeah, so I do a little paranormal as well from time to time. I've seen things. Channy, she's more so on that level. And while we're together in these same places, things would happen, to her or whatever. Like she'll get her neck scratched or something. Like, whoa, like how did that just happen? Like I can't explain that. You know what I mean? Because it just literally just happened. But that's literally that's who I am. PLE for Past Life Explorer. And then my partner's channel, that's Channy's UnXplainable Adventures. So that's what we do. We take you into like really, really cool places, anything unique that is, if not just to have fun as well.
That's cool, man. Is that something that you've always been into, like since you were a kid? Like, what did you always not break into places, but like, did you always have the interest, even when you were a kid, to go exploring into places that people don't normally go into?
I have, even though I never really got the guts until I was like a young adult, which I guess I want to say I still am. We can all dream, right? But I've always watched from the outside, and I'm like, man, these people got some guts. And here I am, one of them coming out of these places when someone else is looking at me like, man, he's got some guts. So
Right.
it just seemed to kind of take a complete circle there.
Yeah, I have to admit, it's probably one of my favorite things on YouTube to watch. And it's one of those things that you could sit and pay attention to, or you could just leave it up in the background and have it going because it's just one of those channels. It's like a calm, quiet, kind of, what do you call that? Like,
Avians.
it's just spooky. It's just, couldn't think of another word, but yeah, it's one of those things that it looks like it's kind of easy to do while you're watching it. But then, like, if you go up to an abandoned building right at sunset and open up the door, how many people are going to walk in there? Because when you really have it facing you, it's like, man, that's creepy. I'm not going in there. You have no idea what's going in there. And then your fight or flight kicks in. And most people probably wouldn't do what you do.
And I'm not gonna lie, like sometimes I have to step back a moment before I cross that threshold, take a deep breath, be like, okay, so I'm doing this.
Right.
There's one or two places I would continue to go back to. I knew them like the back of my hand, but still, I had to be like, here I go. Yep.
Yep. That's cool. Yeah, you just have to make a decision and stick with it.
Right.
So does Channy go on a lot of them with you? On
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Any of them that she can. Well, most of them, if not all of them. Yep. Yeah, she does. Yeah,
That's
and she
gotta help.
usually gets her own perspective as well. So it's quite funny though, because we're literally in the same areas, the same places, and still our takeaway is different. Different views and different perspective for sure. Like she's got her dowsing rods and her spear boxes and stuff like that, and I just go in there. Oh, look at this wall. Oh, look at this piece of furniture. Look at that bowling ball. Yeah.
I've seen a couple of your shows, and in one of them, you guys you were in I don't know who was with you. Was Fluffy with you guys in that in one of the
No, no, actually,
no? Okay,
we had
I
just filmed with each other for the very first time as of last week. So
okay.
that's
I
pretty
seen one with
soon.
you guys in a car, and you were talking about prank wars too. You did something.
Oh, no, no, no. Okay, okay. Yeah, he was then. Yep, yep. He was with us.
Okay.
Yep, yep.
Okay, yeah, I seen that too. What's up with that? What's up with the prank wars? What you guys do?
Well,
I knew
we
you got
decided to
arrested for
really,
something.
yeah, we decided to really start that because that's the part of our fun side that, well, on her channel, you can see it. My channel, you think I'm just a straight laced kind of dude that, drinks his whiskey, from, this one type, right? And like it seemed like I don't really have much fun, but on my live streams, you see a different side of me than what you do than what when I'm getting into these places trying to deliver, making them come alive one more time. Now I know, like, see, I'm kind of taking, the fun, adventurous side with me, and I'm kind of evolving that as of now. So that's a slow process. But it's hard for me to kind of be like, okay, so camera on, and I'm serious. When I'm on live streams, I'm completely different. So the point, the prank wars is just, it's something that we've always wanted to kind of do with each other. And in the long run, we want to take them and just, just like 2 a.m., like, poof, like, confetti on you or something like that.
Mhm.
So what really made that one happen, which I've yet to still really explain, was we were on the USS North Carolina, and I had this mask on while walking around.
I was
Now,
just on there, man.
mind you, I'm already on here looking around. Everyone, I don't see a kid in sight crying or nothing, and everyone's looking at, hey, look at that guy. He looks pretty cool, and I'm hearing that in the background, so I'm thinking I'm okay. We're about 3 levels deep into that ship, which is an awesome ship, by the way. Sad to say, I didn't really get to enjoy it very much like I wanted to. But here I am down filming with my mask on, and all of a sudden, here comes two cops, and this kind of escalated kind of really fast. Like you were yelling towards me, try to get my attention, but I never. I guess that's a good thing for me. I don't react to things happening right then and there. I have to think about it first, then we'll talk.
Mm-hmm.
So, and there are times I'm filming so much with hours without a break, and I got this mask on, whether it's hot or cold, I forget I'm actually wearing it. Like I literally forget. And this guy's yelling at me, and I'm like, "What's the deal?" And I turn around and you over here now, and here I am walking up towards him. And I'm like, "What's up? What's the problem, officer?" And he's looking at me like, "Are you joking? Like, what? Like." No, I'm like, seriously, like, what's the deal? Like, hey, we need you with that mask over here now. And I'm like, oh, the mask. Oh, I see what you mean. Let's go over here in the corner and we can get this situated. So that almost became like an arrest, honestly. They told me that there's some kind of non-mask mandate for North Carolina or some crap they was trying to tell me.
They can't make up their mind whether we're supposed to have them on or off.
You know what I mean? And here I am. I'm causing no harm. I'm not beating on anything. I'm not destroying this ship. I'm not. chasing kids around. I'm not, I'm not doing any
Right.
kind of anything wrong.
Right.
And I think one of the managers or administrator guys, I don't know what they were, but he was up on the top level when we first began filming. He was up there watching because I recognized him later on. And then he told me himself, like, well, I would have approached you, but I wanted to get the cops involved first because I didn't feel comfortable approaching you. Like, he couldn't have
Hmm.
taken care of this to begin with. So, long story short, almost got arrested. And then we decided to say, well, hey, how about if you just take a back seat and just let this go for a while, and we'll do a prank war. We'll just start pranking everybody. And that's how that happened. That's how it started, actually. So it was a half truth.
That's unfortunate you were treated that way on the ship, man. I had a pretty good time, except there's just so many people. It's hard to
Uh-huh.
see everything on there because the next group behind you just keeps pushing behind you, and it's like, okay, I guess I'll keep moving.
Right.
There's a lot of stuff to read and pay attention to.
Right. I think that's why we had all the room to ourselves because it seems like nobody was around before us and after us. And I think it was due to that because
Oh.
we were uncomfortable being around me.
Mm-hmm.
We probably thought I was some punk, um, but I do want to um, say that the cops afterwards, after we talked, and my girlfriend calmed one of them down. Told him like, look, we're just content creators. This is what he does, and blah blah blah. Because I'm getting excited too. Like I want to start yelling at them too, but I'm like,
Right.
I can't even spell a word. Like you're asking me what I'm doing. I'm asking them what they're doing. So they end up giving me a smile. I made a joke, made a laugh, whatever,
Well,
and
that's good.
I think they got my YouTube channel. So
Sweet.
win-win. Yeah.
Yeah. Win-win.
Cool. Yep. So,
Yeah.
Chad, you didn't have no problems with police on that boat, huh?
No, that's the
Yeah.
boat though that I was walking through. Me, Big Willie, and Jake were walking through, and just a random family came up and asked us if we were paranormal investigators. But we didn't have any kind of merch on. We didn't have any. It's not like we were walking through there with like a really expensive camera. I was just using my phone.
That's wild, man.
So it was just like we were giving off like a vibe that we were paranormal investigators, and I'm like, well, no, actually not. We're not here to do any investigating, but that's kind of ironic that you brought that up. So I think
And then
that family ended up with our YouTube channels also, because just
PLE, you said you made it like what, 3 levels? Um,
I believe
did
I made
you
it to the very last
see
level.
or
It was where the
you see or
meat.
feel anything in there like you thought might have been, you know,
It
kind
it
of
did feel a bit
ghost
odd in
activity?
there. I think I was in the steam room. I guess where the engine mostly is, and with all
yeah,
the what do you want to call that? The where you're on a level and you're walking around on it, but you can see through it. I forgot.
oh, it's
Grates.
like grates, yeah, expanded
Yeah,
metal. Mm-hmm.
yeah. So I got down in there, and I was like imagining how it would be like out in sea, and something's
Yep,
going wrong. How would you? Because it's hot. Like that day, it was really hot, and it got hotter. But I can
yep.
imagine what it'd be like with the engines on.
Oh
And
man,
yeah, there was just a few things that just seemed like it was out of place. Like not necessarily out of place, but like kind of like you were being watched. But I unfortunately, it got abrupt. It got interrupted abruptly.
yeah.
But I was just starting to get around to getting the feel of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's an area in that ship called I think it's the powder storage room, and it's like a round. I don't know if you remember it, but it's a round room, and it seems like it's 2 floors tall, and the walls of that room are, I think it's 16 inches thick. So they
Wow.
had to, in order for it to be opened up like a museum, they had to cut like a normal sized doorway, because I guess the doorways were smaller for some reason. But they cut like a normal size human doorway in that wall so that you could walk into the room and then also see how thick the wall is. And when we walked in there, that's when I got a little bit like, this is weird. We're in a room that, you know, if this ship went down or something, you're not getting out of this room.
Hmm.
16-inch thick walls.
Those doors, Chad, when you were walking through there, do they have or for both of you guys, do they have the doors that close off and seal for like when the ship's sinking and they seal the poor people off? No, see, that's
Yeah, I paid attention to that too. There's all the doors. Every time you walked through a door, it was like one of those sealed. It had a big rubber gasket all the way around it. I'm like, man, they shut all them some bitches. You're not coming out of there.
There's no way to open them from the inside, huh? They're just shut on one side.
It gives you weird vibes in there.
Yeah,
A lot of weird stuff's happened there on that ship. The ship's caused a lot of damage and taken damage. That ship actually was hit by a torpedo, and I believe it killed 2 people.
Oh wow!
I think it killed 2 people. I don't know that for sure, but I know it was hit by a torpedo.
I know one thing. I got lost when I was trying to find my way out because I was upset. I was pretty mad. I was like, "Nope, screw this. I'm gone," and I could not find my way out to save my life.
Yeah, it's a lot bigger of a ship than I expected. And when you compare that ship to like a aircraft carrier, it makes it look even smaller.
I've fished around a retired battleship. They call it the Mothball Fleet. It's towards Vallejo. I've never been on that ship, but it was my brother-in-law's dad's ship that he was on. And I can't remember the name of it, but it's in that Mothball Fleet, and they're huge. The guns on there are huge. It looks like you could get lost on the inside of it, I guess, because it's pretty big. It looks like a little city.
Oh yeah, there's stores, post office. There's like a little small hospital. There was a room where, like, if you got sick on the ship and they just didn't know what was wrong with you, but they wanted to make sure you were quarantined so that whatever you had, it didn't spread. There was a room for that, and it was like that room looked pretty creepy because it had the same type of door and quarantine room. You stay in here and don't come out, and we're locking you in here. Like, oh my god, I'd have been freaking out on the ship. Plus, it's hot. You're in the South Pacific. There's bugs. Bugs were a huge problem, they said.
Really?
Yeah, you'd go to open up like the bread room where all the bread was after they made it to store it, and there'd just be bugs all over the place. And like, ugh.
Is that the first one you'd ever been on, PLE? Do you want us to call you PLE, or do you have a...
Yeah, PLE's great. Yep.
Okay.
Yep, everyone else calls me that, so. Yeah, nice. It was my first one. Yeah. Definitely was, because I didn't know what I was actually doing until I got on there, and like, this is really awesome. Like, I just thought it was just it is a museum type thing, but I didn't know how great of a ship I was getting on until I was discovering it.
That's exactly, I would say the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I got on it and went down in there, I'm like, whoa, this is way different than I thought I was going to experience.
It's a small underground city, it seems like.
Have you and Channy got to investigate a museum yet?
No. As of yet.
How about, isn't there battlefields in North Carolina?
Most likely there is. Because you kind of stopped me on that real fast, because I never thought about that, because we're literally like 30 minutes or 20 minutes from Gettysburg.
Oh.
So we're there all the time. We just drove through today, like, without even thinking about it. Like that's how much, at least I take it for granted. Yeah, we're always there.
Yeah.
But when we talk about North Carolina, I should have thought about, look, that's okay. 7 hours away from North Carolina, I can always go back.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
That's what I was thinking when I was driving back, and I think we're like 12 hours away. And I'm like, it was such a good time. 12 hours, I'll do it again.
Right.
It's an awesome state, and everyone's so nice down there. I don't know. I came back to Michigan, and it seems like everyone in Michigan was rude.
Well, yeah.
Compared to the people.
I can see where you're coming from. Yeah. Michigan to North. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Everyone here is just like, they just want to get through their day and make it back home. But North Carolina, everyone was just like happy to see you, and they were smiling, and that was different. I got different vibes down there.
Awesome. I've never been, man. I've never been there. I've always wanted to go to Pennsylvania too. Never been there.
Yeah, PA's nice. If you like the farmlands and people leaving you alone, then yeah, you'll love PA.
It's fun driving through PA.
Oh, it's a huge state.
Beautiful views, and you're
Hmm.
a lot of the times you're going up and down and through the
Oh yeah,
mountains. It's
the
fun.
Appalachian. Yep, yep. A
Yeah.
lot of that here. A lot of caverns too, which I can't wait to get to more of them. That's more so towards Virginia, but I'm in the tri-state area. I can drive within Maryland within a half hour, Virginia within an hour, West Virginia within 20 minutes, and so on and so forth. Ohio within 5 hours, I think.
Looks like the biggest battlefield war in North Carolina was in Bentonville. You familiar with that? Bentonville Battlefield State Historic Site.
I might have actually driven past there. I know.
Four
I
Oaks,
forgot.
North Carolina.
So we
Four.
went from like Durham, Wilmington to Durham to gosh, I can't even think of what it was with the Hunger Games um, ghost town. It was in that
Mm,
area, so we must have drove, right by
very
it.
cool.
I know Antietam battlefield, which was the bloodiest battle, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think the most chaotic one was in Gettysburg.
You guys haven't investigated one of those yet.
Yes, actually, Channy had with what was I saying with Antietam.
Oh,
Yep,
and which one was it? I'm sorry, with
the Antietam.
Antietam?
Yeah, there's a bridge called Burnside Bridge there, and a lot of people were escaping through, just like Sash's Bridge, where people were escaping across there. That bridge has been there even before the war. And there's pictures of a small tree on the side of it, and if you look at that tree now, the tree's massive. It's like almost 200 years old, or actually it
Hmm.
is. Wow, yeah.
That's awesome. I wanted to pull up
Yeah.
another video of yours. Sonny, were you done? Sorry, bud.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
I was just looking through your channel, and the one that you just uploaded 12 days ago was where you're walking through an abandoned neighborhood.
Yes,
Do you mind if I pull that video up real quick and just show
please
up a little
do.
bit of it?
Please do.
Because I've seen these on YouTube before, and it always blows my mind that these people think that you're only going into older locations, but like look at these
This is more
houses. Like,
modern. This
yeah,
is
these
more
houses
modern.
look like they're just built not too long ago.
Built from
So,
the 1950s, mostly things were going on in the 80s that became like segregation, not necessarily segregation, but a lot of division was happening around that time. And then
mhm.
poor management and the landlord wouldn't, well, whatever you call him, he wouldn't really allow much people to pick up your trash, and there was a lot of sewage backups and just a lot of very unsanitized things going on here. A lot of house damage as well.
So
Um,
it
yeah,
sounds like a lot of it was management issues.
management issues, as well as crime. Crime was really big in this area because this is like 11 miles outside of Cleveland,
Uh
so it
huh.
wasn't that far from the city.
It just blows my mind, man. It looks like these houses, you could just do a little bit of work to them, and I mean, this one looks like this one's taking those words right out of my mouth. But looks like that one needs a little bit more work. But some of them, it looks like you could just do some work and move back in, get the neighborhood back up and running again. And it's just to think of how many people are living on the side of the road right now in a tent or something, and then we have all these structures sitting here.
Yeah, the
It's
last few
crazy.
residents that could not find a place because this was like government income houses. These were
Oh,
like, I think it was like 500 for a half duplex for a family. And
wow.
some of these had grown families that actually lived here and grew up here. And they had to seek homeless shelters because the government kicked them out. Well, not necessarily the government, the city did.
Right. Man, that's just crazy. Is this one of your favorite types of places to go through, or what would be one of your favorite types of places?
That was intimidating. As soon as we got up there, there's a fence. I didn't even think about a fence. We drove 7 hours to get there and got there. I'm like, oh crap. So how am I going to get in? I need a
Yeah.
game plan. So we waited all day and all night. We went back the next day before we left because I was thinking we're not going to do this. There's no way. And there was a gate open, and there was a fire truck going through, and then more fire trucks. I'm like, okay, it's either now or never. And one thing I did not really state in the video, I just figured I'd just keep it on the down low, was there was another guy watching us in a truck himself. And I kept watching him. He kept going by, just eyeing us, and I'm eyeing him like, what's going on? Like, is he part of this or something? So I finally, the third time around, I stopped him. I'm like, hey, so I just want to know more about this development here. He goes, oh, man, I was going to ask you the same thing because I was watching you, what you're doing, but I'm a scrapper. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to get a lot of copper or just whatever it was. I'm like, dude, so if you're going in, I'm going in.
Yeah.
So he went that way and I went this way. I'm like, why not?
Cool. Yeah, that's interesting. I've definitely watched videos where I don't want to say their channel because they're a little competitor of your guys's, but there's another show that I watch, another channel on YouTube where they get in there and an hour goes by and then security shows up and they have to figure out a way because they only had one entryway, and it's like you got to figure out a way to either hide until they leave or get out of there before they find you somehow. But
Right. Yeah, you don't have to worry
it's
about
interesting.
you can name names like there's to us there's no such thing as competitors. They do what we do, and that's awesome. Like
Right.
it's all good. We're in the same thing. So
Well, now that
That's
you
cool.
put me on the spot, now I can't even think of the name of it. It's two guys that go out and go.
oh, you're probably thinking the proper people, aren't you?
Yes.
They
That's what got
they
me
done a
into
lot
it.
of things around my area.
Really?
Yep, with a guy named Dan Bell as well, which is one of the reasons why I started a channel was due to him
Oh, okay.
at first. Yeah.
Yeah, the proper people is what got me into that whole subject.
hmm
Just the way same with you, just the way that you guys make your videos where it's just quiet. There's not a whole lot of you don't have loud music in there, and it's just something that you can have in the background if you need to, or you can also sit on the couch and just dive into it and get sucked into the show. So it's good content. I love that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah. It gets
There's-
me like all into it.
There's this building that stands out to me too. This says
That's
6
the
6 months
York
ago.
State Prison.
I can't even imagine. That looks so creepy. Like when they built that, they're like, "This is the perfect design for a creepy ass building."
To get in there was kind of a little shady. Well, not necessarily shady, but it was like this little crack that even I could barely fit in. I had to tuck my gut in. I'm skinny, and I had to slide through the slab of concrete just to get in.
And did you have any creepy experiences here? Any paranormal experiences?
He was the first person to try to break into the prison.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Not
like-
coming out, but going in. There was a lot of there was a party next door. There's a car lot, a used car lot next door to it, and they were having a party that weekend. I think it was a weekend, and there's a lot of loud music, and I was really concerned about copywriting because, I mean, the ambience of the music just came off the walls from inside and just blasted back out even more. And
That is spooky.
Yeah, it is.
but what got me was knowing that someone's actually living there. There was evidence of that. He had a bed and everything in the corner.
Huh.
Yep.
If it's anything like this in heaven, maybe I'd be better off in hell.
Oh, there's a lot of really smart sayings all across here.
Yeah, man, this place is creepy. Same thing I get the same vibes as that ship where with the 16-inch walls. Like when you're in a room and there's bars around you and you know that it can trap you in there,
Yep.
even though there's nobody there that's going to come behind you and close the gate behind you, it's still like could happen.
Oh yeah, this was yeah. I don't think I could find it because I don't think it exists there anymore. But they used to have when the first part of it was built before they actually demolished it. But I think it's in there somewhere. But they used to have a hangman's platform to where it just disappeared and you would hang you on. That's when they
What?
first started the prison. Yeah, I think it was in that part, but I couldn't find it.
When did they close it?
Whoa.
They closed it in '79.
wow.
They
Wow,
they, they
yeah.
would give the prisoners like roadkill and anything for them to survival, and just they treat it like dirt. That was the fun part going up on the rooftop.
Oh, this is up on the roof?
Well, actually, that's coming down from the roof. I
Oh,
took that
okay.
shot, the ladder.
I can't tell what this is. Is that like a...
So this is like the very top floor. I want to say the fourth floor. I guess where all the steam engines and stuff was for the AC and not the
Oh,
AC,
okay.
air and
Oh
heat.
yeah, like
That's
backup
roof.
generators and all that stuff would be up there.
Yeah,
Huh.
Man, this
yeah.
place is
It's pretty.
cool.
Oh, that's a chimney, huh?
That's actually the roof right there. I think that's
Yeah.
part of the chimney I saw there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's part of the
I was wondering if that was from like the
Oh
kitchen or
yeah.
something.
that's where they burn the bodies.
Oh no.
You never know.
They burn the bodies and the documents in there.
But on the other side there was the
There's,
the
there's,
modern day prison was on the
there's
other
a
side.
UFO right there on top of the roof, Chad.
Yeah, right there. You see it?
Didn't, hidden right under your nose. Didn't even see it. See, that's the thing, is they could be. We'd never even know it.
You would never know.
No.
And that little tower you see right there in the center, that's actually the modern day prison right there.
Oh, okay, over
That's,
here.
the tower. So that's why, yeah, that's why I had to be careful when I got up there because
Oh,
they
yeah.
could be watching from the tower.
Creepy. That's sweet, man. I'm glad I found your channel. I'm gonna be digging in.
Yeah, yeah, I'm
Like
glad
I
you
said-
guys found me too. It's awesome.
Yeah, like I said, the property people really got me interested in this stuff. But and then I tried to find some other channels that were similar, but they just didn't have the same vibe. But yours has the same vibe. I like it.
Yeah, thanks. Well, to answer your question about what seems to be my favorite type of abandoned place, I don't really necessarily have. I don't think one that really sticks out anymore. I know Gundry Asylum stuck out for me for a long time because I would just hang out there without filming, and a lot of weird stuff was going on, which is still, I honestly still one of my favorites. But I think as I progress and to go in other places, I want to say so far one of them that sticks out is like, well, there's a couple of them. There's a couple cabins we've done, but one I called the 1950s cabins in Gettysburg, and that was surreal because I walked in one of them, and there was everything still left behind from the records to clothes and old glasses. Yeah,
This
this
place
was
here?
actually cool too. Yeah,
This isn't the one you were talking about?
no, but that's still a good one there.
Okay.
I did fall in love with that one due to the doorknobs. The doorknobs were just different. They were cool.
Oh, doorknobs.
Actually, Jasco, if anybody knows who Jasco is, he just went here 2 weeks ago.
It's interesting to see the way that they built structures back then. Like there was no spaces here. This is all, instead of it being framed up and then drywalled.
Oh yeah, yeah. It would take them. Well, I don't know about this one, but usually it takes them 2 to 3 years to build something.
Oh, I never even thought about that. Yeah, it takes a lot longer when you don't have a bunch of tech helping you out.
Right.
I was trying to get a picture of the door handles.
Yeah, I think I talked about it a few times in there somewhere.
This place looks like it's been abandoned a long time.
It had to have been. There's my foot. I don't know why I did that.
For
At least
scale.
They still have their Christmas spirit, though. They got a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
I tell you, it's not abandoned if it's not festive.
I want to find those
Yep.
cabins. Do you remember about when you uploaded those?
Yeah, so that was about a little over a month ago. So I want to say it's right there. So down one more row next to my emblem. So right, you see where it says the mausoleum? Yeah, right there. That's it. The mausoleum was pretty awesome too.
I'd be going camping in those places.
Oh,
This
yeah,
was actually a campsite on the side. I had to ask for permission if I could just walk around.
Oh.
Ooh. Start filming some scary movies there.
Oh man, man. That thing looks like it would just fall down and slide off
Yeah,
the lake.
doesn't it look like it's? You just have to blow on it and it's gone.
Uh-huh.
I know the one that was the furthest up. It was about to fall, and we not one of these, but it's towards the end.
Wow.
And we came back 2 weeks later, gone.
Really?
It must either fell over because we had a windstorm, or they just demolished it. It was gone.
And you had walked through. Excuse me. You had walked through it before.
I kind of wish we did, but I had a feeling that even if I walked in on it, it would just fell because it was just down.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow. Well, that's nuts.
yeah. I think a windstorm took it down because we went back and everything is on the outside. The inside was now the outside. It was just wicked.
Crazy.
these
They just
places.
build them right there on a hill.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? A lot of math involved. It seems like.
I guess due to flooding and stuff, I don't ever see like this creek here ever flooding. But yeah, that's how they would do it.
That's nuts. Right on the side of a hill.
Yeah, not for me.
Yeah, that seems like it'd be a lot more challenging to build something where everything has to be. You have to take into account the ground is actually angled.
Yeah, your house is not supposed to pop wheelies.
Right.
No, man. On one side of the house, you only need 2-foot 2x4s, and on the other side of the house, you need 14-foot 2x4s.
Yeah. Look, that one's got an alarm.
I was a little iffy about that one because even though if it's set up in the 1980s or whatever, that thing would probably still work if I tried. Maybe. I don't know.
I get sucked in. I forgot we've been playing this for the last 2
I
minutes.
know.
I get sucked into it, man.
Channel, man. That's
Yeah, this kind of stuff, I see why people get so many views, because I swear I could just play this from the beginning of the day to the end and just, I don't know why. It's good
man,
stuff.
that's a good shot right there.
Yeah, it was. This is called
Channy
Magic
and I do the
Hour.
best we can to get, to make you feel like we're there, like you're there with us. That seems to be our theme is like explore with us. So see things through our eyes, but catch something for us.
That thing's got an upside down picket fence on it.
Did you see the house right? It looks like this tree sometimes in windstorms might hit the house every now and
yeah.
then.
See, I don't catch that. Yeah, yeah.
Whoopsie daisies. Gets a little windy sometimes.
Wow.
But yeah, the house is just so old. Those trees weren't there when they built it. So it's just nature's
shit's
taking
going
back
out.
over.
There's Channy just chilling out.
I like her filming rig too. That's just her cell phone.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah.
I noticed that in another video that she has like a whole rig. Does that have like an extra battery on it too?
So the light does have a battery on the back of it, and she don't really have one yet. But I got a shotgun microphone on the other side. I got like the same thing going on.
Oh, okay.
And if we really need, like, if our battery in our cell phone or something goes dead, we can hook up something and put it in our pocket, and it just,
See?
yeah,
They even had a Charlie Brown Christmas tree on that one.
Yeah.
yeah.
Sonny, we got somebody backstage if you want to introduce him before we bring him up.
Big Willie from Big Willie's Bits. Do believe he's back there laughing. We'll wait for him to quit giggling.
I'm not going to be able to stop giggling
All
after you
right.
see what his beard's all decorated with.
PLE, we're gonna bring up Big Willie. You're gonna like this guy.
Sweet.
He's pretty good.
Excellent.
Dude. Big Willie, how's it going?
Hey, hey.
Good.
How's your bits?
They're pretty good. They're pretty good.
I
I was
saw
just, I was just saying, you guys could have left me backstage. I was just gonna hang out backstage and listen. So
Oh,
I'm loving it though. I love the, like you were saying, the urban X, as it were, kind of go out and start to finish. It really does
Yeah.
suck you in. It's like a form of what was it called? The
it's like ASMR or something, but it's
Yeah.
visually though.
Oh, Liv is
Yeah,
here.
like-
What's up, Liv?
Yeah, I also try to tell a story along with it. I just don't just get into a place and that's it. Like, I try to tell a story of it.
Very nice. I love
yeah.
it.
You ever gotten into that kind of stuff, Big Willie?
Okay, so my buddy and I, Nate, used to do some what we thought was, adventuring, spelunking stuff, and never videoed it. But there are some really cool PLE, you'd probably know more about this than I ever would, but there's some really cool spots in these old cities that had all these underground tunnels that connect
Yeah.
buildings underneath. And where I live, we're close by over here by Pontiac. The whole city has them, and they're connected in the school. Funny enough, where Dr. Kevorkian went to school here, that's where he graduated from. So those tunnels, I wish we had videoed that stuff, because it's like time just stopped, right? Which you're capturing these videos. It just stops, and it's so strange to see.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
some
not
of-
creepy.
No, yeah. Some of these places, the power is still activated in the places just so that essential services can keep running. And so you'll walk into a room where it looks like the last person to walk out of there was like 1995, and go to hit the power button on a computer, and it fires back up, and the operating system fires up, and it's like Windows 95.
No.
It's
That's
the
pretty
weirdest
crazy.
thing.
Oregon Trail, everyone got malaria and died.
This place is awesome looking.
Yeah, that's the abandoned turnpike, the PA Turnpike, the very famous one. It's the first national highway in America. They just ran through with it.
See, the same thing. Like, think of how much action was here, how many cars were driving through here on a daily basis, and there's so much life and activity. And then now look, it's just this massive structure, all this design work and the engineering that went into it, and it's just sitting here just not being used anymore. It's being used for YouTube videos.
Yeah, and it's wicked though because it's about a mile, a little bit more than a mile long, and you can whisper in one end. I swear to God, you can hear what they're saying on the other end. Swear.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Wow.
they had engineered it. They had
That's gotta be
engineered it
the
at a curve.
place right there at night in
What's-
there.
what'd
If
you
you
say?
can hear from one end to the other like that, every
Yeah.
sound you hear, that's got to be pretty spooky in there.
Yeah, it does. Because what they did was when they engineered it, they made it into like a curve to where it peaks in the middle. So that way, anything that's water, whatever, it would just like or whatever, just goes out whichever way,
Mhm.
and it allowed that echo. So whenever these droplets would happen, we thought it was like a waterfall or something, and this was like not even but a mile down. You can hear it just like it's right there in front of you.
Huh. Yeah, so that would be hard to figure out where sound was coming from. Yeah, there's nothing in there that's soaking up vibration.
Have you noticed on
sound.
your adventures doing this, like what's the animal life like down there? You know, rodent life. Do you come across a lot, or is it abnormally obscure?
This one here was kind of remote. If you would run into anything, it's going to be on the outside. I did take that in consideration going through, thinking I was going to there's going to be a bear or maybe even a few deers inside because at times it is pretty cool in there and other times it's pretty hot. Well, actually, it isn't. It's usually pretty cold in there, even in the summertime. But you would think. But the only thing I'd run into is freaking humans trying to scare you away. It doesn't work. Not for me.
It
you
is a
take
little
any
strange,
equipment?
though, right? That there's no like that there's not a lot of animal life. I guess is what I'm saying. That's a little weird because there's water and stuff. You'd think that there'd be something down there, but that's strange almost that there's like that eeriness of like even they avoid it. The only reason I brought it up is because like that place that we went to was a school. It was the fourth level of school that they had shut down, and they shut down like 1982 or something. So this had frozen like 78 when they'd shut that down, and it was the same thing. There were spider webs, but no insects. It was the strangest thing ever. It was like they just left too. And it was very strange for me. I don't know why it bothered me, but it really did.
No, I understand that too because you would think that animals would take advantage of that free
Yeah.
shelter. It's like a shelter that they don't even have to do any work on, and it just provides safety and a little bit of comfort. But yeah, animals must just not. They just don't value stuff like that we do.
I think most things in nature just avoid these kind of spaces. It really takes you to actually go into one, whether it's even an abandoned shed, like a small one. You walk into it and you feel that vibe, that vibration of like, it is abandoned, leave me alone. Like it's kind of spooky, but yet very comforting, but yet very avoid me, get out.
Right. Well, that's cool. I mean, it definitely takes. I was gonna say balls, but it takes
Yeah,
something to go into the places like this.
yeah. Like I said, even at times I gotta be like, am I that stupid
Bits.
to do this again? Because at times it's like an art. It's like smoking a cigar. Like there's a certain art to it, right? You're walking into something unknown. You don't know if the floor is going to crack under you and you're going to fall through. You don't know if there's a squatter in there who might try to harm you. That has weapons on them, and you don't know what's waiting on you on the outside. Maybe a cop is waiting on you. Maybe someone outside with a shotgun who owns the property is waiting on you to come out. You got to watch everything, and plus what I'm doing, like when I'm filming it, I got to watch that and this.
Have you ran into a squatter before?
Oh, I've ran into a few of them.
Are they mostly positive or?
Mostly
Yeah.
they just want a few bucks from you, or they might even be out of their minds. I ran into one that was just doing this, it's like looking at a wall, like whispering things to himself. He just kept, and I'm like, whoa! I about walked into your room.
Oh man.
This is Baltimore City. This is some serious stuff. You walk in there, you just can't run out. And
Right.
here I am with a bright daylight in his face, and he's still like unreserved of it. He's just like rocking back and
Wow.
forth.
That's unfortunate, man. You got to wonder what the rest of his life is like, and his story.
Yeah,
Do you wear a mask when you go out too? Like when you do the
I
videoing
do.
and stuff?
I
Yeah.
do.
Because I was gonna say, to be fair though, right? If I just ran into you in that tunnel too, brother, I
You're
just gotta
going the other
say.
way. You're going the other way, and that's my protection, pretty much. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I
Now,
feel like that would work out for the best.
sometimes it doesn't. It becomes like a altercation, not necessarily an altercation, but more of like, okay, you're trying something on me here. What do you want? Now we're gonna rumble, but I'm like, no. I'm just here to document whatever.
Right. Yeah, like what happened on the North Carolina.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
much like that.
it's like an unintended issue
Right.
that somebody had to raise.
Now, I will tell you guys one thing though that I've seen a lot I've noticed in my videos, and I don't really say much about it because it's more of like an Easter egg.
Mhm.
But on the paranormal side, I do catch things, and I don't see what it is, but I do catch things. Like for instance, I'll give this one away. I don't know where exactly it was, but it's in the Ohio abandoned neighborhood that you showed earlier. And I was in one house. I think it might have been the first house, but I heard someone talking in the background, and there was no one there.
Huh.
Like they were in the next room, and I heard something. I kept like, Channy, do you hear this? Like, yeah, I hear something. Like, we couldn't make out what the words were, but something kept talking to us.
And it sounded like they were in the next room over.
It sounded like they were, because a lot of people had to
Whoa.
leave abruptly.
Yeah, see, stuff like that would freak me out. But you're not there. You're not there to do any like paranormal investigations, right? You're just there
Not
for.
necessarily, yeah. And I've had one really close friend of mine say, "You're the one's going to catch most of that." Like, what do you mean? Like, you're not there for
Mhm.
that. Usually, people that are there for that, they don't catch a damn thing. Excuse my language.
No, you're
But
fine.
others that are there just not paying no mind to the paranormal. Oh,
Yep.
hey, I'm right here, right here, right here. So
Right.
yeah,
Hmm.
Almost, I can't help but think. I just finished up the Stranger Things tonight, guys.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I can't help but think of when you're talking about like hearing the other voices, right? Like it always makes you wonder, the whole paranormal, or are you in those weird little slip spots where just time has settled down, it's become calm enough that there could be like that little thinning to where maybe the voice that you're hearing is just either past activity, the shadow life that's been there, or this other dimension that's just in existence with ours right there, at all times it seems.
Yeah,
yeah,
and he's going in there with good intentions, good vibes. His vibes are up. He's not there to cause any harm or to take anything out of the location, or that's another thing why I can tell that you guys are not the type to go in there and screw stuff up, or you always leave it the way
no,
that
no.
that you left or that you found it. So
Yeah.
that's it
If I
seems.
piece someone out, I will. Yeah. Like I said, the Gundry was one of my favorites. That's the Children's Asylum in Baltimore. It's now gone. Someone set it on fire, and actually, I think I
Mm,
witnessed um, that it was going to be set on fire soon, but I didn't even put two together.
Irene watching us from Japan. How's it going,
Sweet.
Irene?
Japan, awesome,
She says afternoon, guys.
Whoa.
awesome. Hello.
I'm like, what time is it? Oh yeah, Japan. That's right. She watches us in the morning too. Hello from Japan. I'm like, oh, that's just so crazy to think about that somebody across the world is watching us.
It is, isn't it?
Technology. Good to see you too, Irene. Oh, she says 2 p.m. Cool. It's 1 a.m. here.
Oh, it's still, well, I guess it's yesterday here. it's 10 here.
Oh yeah, you're talking to me from you're in the past. I'm in your future.
There you go. The past.
Man,
I know when I first started my channel, people thought I was like a medium. Like, can you foresee my future or something? And can you feel my eyes? I'm like, yeah, just wait a year or two, and you'll find out what I'm about. I'm not a medium.
Right.
I don't have a crystal ball in front of me.
Mm-hmm. Watching from Aruba.
Aruba, I'm on my way.
Sweet.
Yeah, I wonder who. I'm thinking Irene's probably the farthest away, but Aruba's pretty far from me too. So I have another property pulled up. This one's a complete 180 from the last one that we were just looking at. But for some reason, this one is just kind of funny to me.
Oh my god.
Taco Bell? No way.
Yeah.
That
Core
is actually
memory
an old school
unlocked.
one too. That is very old school. It's like you go in there and you see the 1990s, or at least the early 2000s for sure.
That's why I was kind of chuckling going through here, because it's just like old school. The outside kind of looks
Did you
somewhat
get in
modern.
there too? Oh, you did.
The little chihuahua.
Funny story is, I've had my eye on this one for like years, and I never found a way into it until we actually went one day. Now, this is in Breezewood, PA. This is known as a very abandoned place. Long story short, there's a guy outside, and he's working on it. Like, hey, you want to come on in, look at it? I'm like, please.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I just want to throw a party in an old Taco Bell building. That'd be so much fun.
Do you see all those handprints everywhere?
I want to eat a taco.
Oh, yeah, right
in
there.
the abandoned Taco Bell.
Yeah. This place is
Enzo, the beef is probably still good.
probably is.
I'm telling you.
Oh. Tagged up the office.
That place, it looks like you could just power wash the whole inside of that building. Everything's ceramic tile.
Yep.
Power wash the whole thing and start another business in there.
I believe that's what's happening to this. It's actually being turned into a an Italian restaurant or something.
Oh, wow, it has a bandsaw in there. What the hell are they using a bandsaw at a Taco Bell for?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Sus.
some government. I don't know.
Very sus.
Government project.
Sauce.
Yeah.
What's that Taco
Well,
Bell?
after that.
I better mute myself though.
Why do you have to
Too much
behave
ice.
yourself?
Too
You
much
gotta-
I'll
ice.
check
I said
that money
mute.
drawer,
Too much
too.
ice in
Oh.
my cup.
Yeah.
Like, this is a chop shop, man.
Big Willie likes ice like I do.
Got an ice maker and everything.
Whoa, those are still running.
They are. The electricity was still on.
Weird. So they kept the freezer cold? That's strange.
It wasn't all that cold, actually. It was. I can't really even explain. It was
There we
cool, but it
go.
wasn't. Yeah. Which I kept
There
on.
we go.
Oh,
kept
you
one of
should have
them.
ate one.
Makes
Oh,
me happy.
man, I still could.
Wait,
So good.
when did they start
Pretzels?
doing that? Where they put the label? I don't remember them.
The live moss.
Like, no, I'm just saying, like, writing on the packages. I feel like that didn't start that early on, did it? Mid 2000, like 2008, 10, maybe.
Willie would know too. He could probably tell you every saying on it. One of those facts.
I love
My
Taco
wife
Bell.
was the one that worked at Taco Bell, not me.
Oh,
Not me. But it's been some time at Taco
What do you want to see, Big Willie? What do you want to see? We got abandoned Kmart.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, a leather tannery.
You know what would be a great one to find? PLE, if you could ever find a Toys R Us, like a
That
good Toys R Us.
Oh
that
man, that would be awesome.
I found a few abandoned Kmart's, but not a Toys R Us. But that would be awesome.
Just mainly for the memories of growing. I remember
Oh
going
yeah,
there and it was
yeah, please.
it was such wonder world for a child, you know.
Getting your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles there, and
Look at the
Oh.
graffiti job on this car.
That
I
that's
find quite a bit
art.
of this stuff too. I find some stolen vehicles for sure.
I was gonna say, why would they abandon that? I could.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Still floats. One owner.
Oh,
for sale.
now those kind of buildings right there. Oh, those
That
are the
looks
fun
like
that
ones to go
prison.
to.
That's an ice factory. Yeah, that's for
Abandoned
the
Ice Company.
yeah.
1911.
What's
Now-
that big cement pipe right there on the side? They're on the top. I mean,
Look at the size
I
of that
believe it's a
boiler.
cooler of some sort.
huh? That is so cool, man.
Maybe it even produced its own electricity. Maybe it had like its own power plant or
Oh
something.
wait, that's not even was that just graffiti? No, that's a boiler, right? Or boiler maker? That's not graffiti, is
Yeah.
it? Okay, that is a boiler. Okay,
That's-
Yeah, that's
all
a
right.
boiler.
For half a second, I was like, "Is that graffiti?" Because that's amazing. That's
Oh, the holes? You thought the holes were graffiti?
For half a second, I thought there was a super talented artist.
Old fixtures. I'm telling you, I could just sit here and watch this for days. This stuff is cool. Yeah, look at the art on that.
This is
That
great
is
footage.
Zuzu
Man.
Troopers off the hook right there. They still got the spare and the cover and everything.
Why was that boat in there? Someone literally.
I don't know, dude. Art,
Someone
it's art.
jacked that Zuzu Trooper with that boat attached to it.
Yeah, there was this, the boat, and also a Chevy Marty. I don't even know. There's another car in there too.
Still floats.
I don't know about all that. There's a big hole where the motor used to be.
Come get you some.
Ransom.
Oh. Who's that? Brookside.
No idea.
Wearing a prisoner outfit or something.
Eh,
Oh,
I love those little
French
French doors.
Yeah, those are cool.
I can't. And then that's just abandoned. No one owns it. No one's gonna do anything with it.
I believe the city owns it now. They're going to turn it. They said, you know how that goes. They were going to turn it into like a little mall outlet where they're going to have 5 shops and these. They're not going to take anything out. They're going to leave all that stuff there, but it's going to be shops within.
Oh man.
I know. I think about that too, Sonny. How much technology and how much machinery is just sitting in buildings right now that
Yep. Like that stuff's still good.
That's what happened. The first job I ever worked on when I first got in the trades, they bought this old stamping press that had been sitting in Chicago since the late 50s. The building had caved in on it, and that we bought it for like just absolutely dirt cheap, and it's shoveling grease out of this thing and all the weathering over the years. But it works. Like we got
Yeah.
to get that thing from. It took almost 5 years, but from start to finish to making parts.
Yeah, like when a piece of machinery is mainly built out of just cast iron steel, I mean, there's only a couple things that you'd have to replace to get it back up in like new condition again. Just put some fresh paint on it and it's good to go.
Have you ever found anything valuable in there that's been left behind yet?
I found some really old sewing machines. I don't necessarily know what type of value anybody would put on, because you got to put in what you think it's worth. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily know if anything's like worth tens of thousands of dollars, you know. Because I would imagine if something was there like that, someone would have taken it long before I ever discovered where this place was.
Another thing I just noticed that you don't do is you don't go really fast with your camera motions.
Not at all.
It really helps.
It's
Oh,
very
you
good
know-
photography.
PLE, I think I seen that one where you guys found the old foot-powered sewing machine at the bottom of that stairwell and it was a building.
Oh,
Was that
In
you
the bowling alley.
Yeah, it was a bowling alley. That's right. You were
Mhm.
holding one of the pins. I did see that one too. And yeah, you would think that was worth money because it's an antique. It's
Yeah, I mean, it probably is.
yeah.
This place is cool.
That is cool.
The whole time I'm watching this, though, I'm thinking of how cool it would be to put some like really modern LED lighting in there and throw a big party at night.
A rave.
Yeah, a big rave in an old factory.
Yeah. We just have to go back to 2008.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a bank. Abandoned bank heist.
Yeah, where I was trying to find the actual bank. I'm sorry, the vault. But
Oh wow.
this is awesome. This was an awesome place. This is another place in PA that's very well known for abandoned.
Oh man, look at the hinge on that son of a bitch.
See, that one seems like it would have been a spooky place too.
Mm-hmm.
Paranormal activity in there.
It felt odd. It really did.
Oh, stepping on really old, rusted, watered down rust.
That's all steel?
Must be a mirror there.
I would think so.
Yeah, it's
I
probably.
wonder why that was.
I was expecting it to all be concrete, but I wonder if it's just solid concrete behind it. What the hell is that?
Oh, those are old light bulbs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Find my
I've
way
never
up
seen anything
in
like
this
that
little
before.
course.
Huh.
Did that say Du Bois back there?
Da boys.
The boys.
I think.
Wow, I've never. Those are light bulbs?
Yeah, isn't that cool?
I've never
Yeah.
seen those before.
I would have probably gotten a better shot of that if I knew what I was looking at.
That's interesting. I've never seen a light bulb design like that. Probably can't find those on Amazon.
Oh, I'm sure.
Find my way
Da boys.
in this little
Berg Boys, 19.
room.
How much money's been in and out of that place?
You know what's funny? Actually, when the someone had actually, there's a site about this one. Someone actually found really old money and they put it in a museum or something. But this
Whoa.
really old counterfeit, not counterfeit, but I never thought that the dollar bill would look different than what it used to.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The funny part when Channy and I was getting in here, because we never break into places, we find a way that is just unscathed. So we found a way in from the basement. We walk all the way through, all the way up, and to realize, well, shoot, someone just busted open the front door. We could have walked through that.
Yeah. There's that's another thing I learned from watching the Proper People is that it seems like they do a little bit of research and they talk to other explorers to figure out where they went in. Cuz they kind of mention that when they're going into a place where they'll be like, "Well, in our research, it looked like this door over here was open." But then when they get there, that door necessarily isn't necessarily still open, or now there's a camera there or a trail cam or
Yep.
something. So it always changes.
Plus,
Yeah,
you broke into a bank.
I usually like to say you win some, you lose some, and there's some epic ones I've lost, but yet we always seem to find another epic one that we can actually do.
I like the bowling alley one. That was a good one.
Yeah, it was so good I had to do it twice. I'm glad we did because I actually found more of it. Because
There was just so much stuff left there, like
yeah.
the pins and everything. You think all that stuff would be gone? Like, yeah.
actually, from the first time I was there to the second time, which is about a 2.5, 3 month span, there was more stuff gone than there was in because the bowling balls. Most of the bowling balls in one area, well, just one area, but in multiple areas, they're gone. Like someone came in and took them all.
Yeah, they're worth something.
Oh
They're
yeah,
gonna take 'em. Yeah.
they were Brunswicks. Yeah, they were worth something.
Yeah.
I think the old wood bowling pins
That'll be something to find. Of course, unfortunately, they weren't there. Like the little tiny ones, the ones from like 1919.
Yep. The old
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Irene says we had an old haunted hospital, but people destroyed it and it was torn down. Yeah, that is a shame.
It really is. You know what I thought about was, at least our government should. You know how like fishing licenses are? You can't fish without a license. You know,
Yeah.
just for like to tax you on something. What they
Legally.
should do is charge people who are investigators and or urbexers, and charge them a one-time fee per year of a
Mhm.
license that you're okay to document these places. So if you got caught, flash that license like an FBI agent and be like, okay, you're good.
Yeah, maybe
Boy, I'd whip that license out so aggressively. You have no. I'll be like, you
Oh yeah,
back up. I've got the license
I'm an
ready.
urban explorer.
right.
Who
I'd
gave
be
you the
like,
right to be in here?
I'd be like Fox Mulder from X Files. Yeah, PLE.
That's right. That would feel pretty good to be like,
Oh, that'd
I'm
be
licensed to be here, so back off, man. Yeah, just display like some basic skills that that it's just like anything else, any other license.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Melissa, Willie's here too. Melissa,
Yeah, Willie's here. Do you not see Willie?
you got to say hi to Willie too.
Oh, Melissa.
So what's your golden, like what's the place that you have to get to? You really want, like, your dream location?
Man,
Texas.
Chernobyl would be great.
Oh man.
I gotta wait a while for that one now.
Yep. Conflict zone.
But if we're talking about the states, man, but there's just so much. It's about. I've always said it this way. Well, I've always like I talk about every day. But Shane and I have multiple conversations, very deep ones about our channels, and there's so many people that got us inspired to start a channel, but yet they went from being pranksters to dumpster divers to paranormal investigators. You don't know what they're doing in 5 years from now.
Mhm.
And I always want to keep the urban exploring, but I might be more into the ghost hunting. Who knows? Maybe I might be into just doing legal places and just investigate a lot, which I do want to do in the future.
It just seems like the places you're going in, that seems like you're going to run into a ghost in one of those places.
Oh yeah.
Oh, guaranteed. I know the I call it the Urbix Hotel. That's right next to that bank. Actually, we did a separate video from that one. That one has some spooky vibes. We heard stuff too in deep in the hall, because these hallways, these corridors, go down like the freaking in Colorado, the Stanley. It felt like the Stanley abandoned. That's the way it felt. And we heard noises in the end, and I'm thinking, oh, there's definitely a squatter down there, so let me check it out. Nothing around. No animals. No. Crazy.
What about, have you been to a location that wasn't man-made, like an old cave or something that maybe the Native Americans used to use?
I don't think I've been to one yet. I know I've been wanting to explore some caves that are nearby that is naturally man-made.
Right.
That had a little history in it as well with Native Americans.
Mm-hmm.
I have yet to really explore that because spiders, man, spiders and poison ivy are my two major.
Spiders and mice would be, yeah, I'd be like, I want to run into those.
Oh,
But
man.
I went into an abandoned. I used to disc fields. We had a disking company, and one of these places was a old meat locker.
Oh, okay.
But it's big. It's big. It's a big, huge place. Papa Willie was with me, Chad. But we got inside, went through the locker, and it's like the size of a Costco. The walls are thick. It's real cold in there. I remember it was summertime, but it was nice and cold in there. We got into the offices, and then when we got to the downstairs part, you could go downstairs. There was just too many needles and everything, like all over the stairs.
Needles?
And you knew if you went down there, you were definitely running into someone bad or a body.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we didn't go down there. We stopped there and left. We had that bad feeling like we should go.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you came across any places, any old abandoned like meat lockers? Like I didn't think it was going to be anything special in there, but it's just really cold, dark, and there's apparently stuff underneath them too. But that's where we didn't go.
Right. There is a meat factory is no longer there, but I've explored it in Baltimore City. It was made big by Dan Bell, of course, and anyone that always ever commented on that, like, well, it's not creepy like Dan Bell did it, but you did a you know a decent job on it because I actually explored it in the daytime. It was so creepy and dangerous. I didn't want to do it at night um, because 2 days after I explored it, there was a body found in the alleyway next to it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of dead bodies, I'm not for certain, but I want to take a good hunch that I actually stepped on one without knowing it.
A human?
Realized until editing, and at the time, I still right now, but when I edit something and put it out for that week, I've already done it like a week, like a couple weeks ago or a month ago. Like I'm on to something new now, and I'm just editing and getting around to doing the next one. So when I was editing this one in Baltimore City, I was in a mattress warehouse that caught on fire, and I went there like a year after it caught on fire, and it was creepy at night, 2 a.m. And we're just in the back of the back, We're just in the back of it, and you know how I guess they stole carpets as well, so there would be like these bags within bags, and you would step on them. Okay, that's a pillow, it's a body pillow, and I stepped on another one, but when I stepped on it, I stepped on a little too much, and I heard cracking noise, like I broke something like twigs.
Oh my god.
And I didn't realize it until I went back to edit the film. I'm like, oh crap, that sounded like bones.
Was it like wrapped in a white bag or something?
It was.
I'm
It was a
looking.
white bag wrapped inside of another bag.
Yeah, I'm looking at the video right now. I'm just gonna throw that up on the screen. That's intense.
Hey, Ali, Enzo's asking how often
Guy should
have
have
you
been laying there.
how often have you edited a video only to find something really strange you didn't expect to see?
I want to say it's about a good
Oh my
30 to 40% of them. Like I explained earlier about the abandoned neighborhood, I kept hearing voices in it. And I'm like, there was no one outside. And the firefighters are down yonder, and it sounded very close to us. There's been other instances where I'll pick up a noise like a bang. I didn't even hear it until I'm editing right here. I think it's the next
What's going
one.
on in that?
Okay, so it's this one. It's this one. Listen. Hold on. Ready?
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
Oh,
There.
nope. Nope. Nope.
Yep.
Get me the hell out of there.
I'd have laid down and took a nap with all them beds.
Oh my dear God.
Look at all the mold on those mattresses in the back.
Oh, they were
Chad,
crazy.
What'd you do today, honey? Did you have a good day? Oh yeah, just stepped on a dead body in a bag.
Oh,
No
my,
big
Joey.
deal there, Ma.
That your
This YouTube channel is really taking off, I think.
And this is 2 to 3 a.m. down at the Inner Harbor, which is kind of like a dangerous place at night in Baltimore City. And here we are just walking around like it's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I had so much energy running
Wait, is that a
through.
dead body there?
Oh yeah, bud. There's just dead. Oh yeah.
Over, I'm telling you, look at. Oh no, that's ribbing. I thought that was ribs on the left,
Yeah.
but that's just the way
Ribs.
those, whatever those are. Just,
We got ribs on sale for $4.99 a pound over here at the mattress factory.
Well, that dresser's still usable.
did you guys see Ben's question, by the way? That
Oh,
he
boy.
had?
No, I didn't see it.
How
How many widow feet have you found?
Oh, God.
Widow feet. Widow feetsies. Not to be mistaken with the feces. All right, you can find widow feces.
How many little feet have you found?
Widow feetsies.
I know we found one large one in North Carolina outside of a church.
Just a
Irina
foot?
needs some
Large.
sauce.
Man,
It's like that guy was eating healthy.
God, the dead body,
Look at
man.
that Picasso in there.
Do not enter with mask or hoodie. If so, you are
Uh-oh.
now trespassing. Wait, with mask or hoodie?
Yeah.
So as long as
all
you
right,
have
but
your
hang on
That's
a
how ghetto
second.
these places are.
Hang on. Look at what being is putting that mask on? Because that's like Shrek inside of that thing. Look at the size of the head versus the one on the right. What is happening here?
I've never seen a sign like that though. Like, especially after COVID. Normally they say you have to have a mask on. This one's like you cannot have a mask on walking in here.
I love how that couch was just beautiful, and then the paint at the background of the wall was just peeling down.
Yeah.
You come on down, we'll get you buy one get 5 free on these mattresses.
I gotta step away for a second. I'll be right back.
Nope.
Gotta take a leak, man.
All right, man.
Sometimes a
Oh,
man's
they're right
sometimes a man's got to hang a wire, you know.
That's right.
You gotta go. You gotta go.
That's right,
Shake the dew off my lily.
Oh my
Right.
lord. How many different
Why do I feel like a lady should be able to use that a little more than Sonny? I don't know. I mean,
Double A MCO.
Jeez, Sonny. Big Willie, what do you got
Sonny.
going on tonight, man? Thanks for joining us and hanging out, man.
oh no, thanks for letting me in here with. I'm just listening to PLE and trying to behave.
Not lily pad.
You said lily pad.
Lily, not lily pad. My
Melissa
That's
lily.
not
said-
a lily pad.
Melissa says she donated to the crack house. I don't know if she means us or if she literally just went downtown and donated to a crack house. You just never know with Melissa.
We have girls playing here right now, guys. That's
Play,
crazy
that's
to me.
Liv.
The fact that
Oh.
live or girls play would even come.
That's cool.
Thanks, Liv. You're helping the algorithm.
Yeah, bring your. I don't even know how many subscribers.
YouTube's
we
like,
have.
how is this channel
380,000.
watching this channel?
It don't make no
Make it
sense.
happen.
Thanks, Liv. Appreciate you being here.
You
Hey,
notice
Chad,
they
this,
have a little
background.
check.
The background you made is so cool, man.
Oh, thanks.
Do you like it? Gives me some Tron vibes, right?
It looks like
It
I'm
does.
inside like a triangle,
Pretty wicked.
pyramid.
It's sick. I don't know if you can hear the music playing, but it's the same type of music.
It's kind of like the Vicon thing, if anybody knows what I'm talking about.
Ooh.
Right on.
So-
Ooh, got like an 80s feel.
So, Willie, you just finished up Stranger Things, huh?
Spoiler alert.
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Oh, I'm not disclosing anything. Yeah, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up,
Thumbs
guys.
up. Good, man.
July 1st, we have the second part coming out.
Oh, okay. See, I've only seen the first season. I started the second. It wasn't really happy, so I just stopped watching.
What?
Yeah, but now I hear the third is almost as good as, if not better than the first. So,
Yeah, the third was pretty good. The third was good. Yeah, I will say this without giving too much away. If no one's watched it yet, the fourth season, or however you want to say it, is not. It is not the Stranger Things that came out that first season. Like the little kid show, is it, or that you were watching? It was like, oh, there's this kind of. No, this is dark. This is some next level kind of stuff that like may not be for everyone. I'll at least put it that way.
So it was like watching the
squeamish.
first half of it to the mature part of the
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
yeah, she says it's the big account. That's right. She logged into the big account tonight.
Big unit. She brought out the big unit.
Go big or go home.
Ratchy tank. I was gonna say, do you see how on YouTube it has them already checked off? They have a check. YouTube is giving them a check already.
Wow,
They have they show up in places and already have a check.
that's cool.
I looked over at chat, and I think Ben's trying to sell mattresses on our
I think he
channel.
is.
You can stack them. You can pack them. You can jump on them. You can take little snoozles. Just get down here today. 0% APR.
That's what that guy did. He got down there today for 0 down APR and he never came back.
0 down, 0% APR. I'd be back.
Free white body bag.
Oh
I'm
my
just gonna
God.
start saying that to things that don't even make sense. I'm just gonna be cashing out at the store and be like, that's 0 down APR, right? You wanna add that on there too?
Make sure to use
throw
code
it.
Big Willie for 0% discount on all purchases at the Dead Body Mattress Store.
Oh my god.
I've been there.
I'll just offer him that. I'll
You
give you
can
five.
too.
And you can too.
I'll give you $5 right now if you take $2 off. We get a
Make-
deal?
Make
Hey,
it out
I'll take
alive
it.
today.
I'll take it. You two didn't pay me that much yet. I'll take it.
Ben's over here
right.
selling black mold. That's
You
right.
know, interesting story about mold and PLE. Black mold don't bother me, but I mean, you know, looking at it, it don't bother me. But when it comes to white or blue mold, oh no, I freak out. No, I'm out of there. Weird,
Interesting.
right?
Yeah, it's interesting. Like what memories are programmed into our DNA from. It's almost like from past lives or from our families' past lives, and it's built into our DNA to be afraid of certain things.
You know what would be super, super dope? Like, when you asked PLE earlier, what would be his favorite place to go and just spelunk, you know, as it were, or Urban X? And you had said, talking about, well, hang on a second.
What the hell?
I hate that. Whenever you get like
It was a
ears.
spider. Put him
Oh,
over there. he came down, he like dropped down, he started running down my elbow.
Ghost.
Yeah, why am I drawing a blank on the meltdown that happened over there in
Fukushima?
Russia?
Oh.
Well, that one too, but the one in Russia. Oh my gosh, guys!
Chernobyl.
Thank you. But what about the one out there on the island in New York where the supposed underground?
Yes.
Remember those YouTubers that went down there years ago, and those videos all got taken down? They were the only ones that ever went down there. It had to do with the
Mo Sergi went there
oh my gosh, what was that?
and explored with Josh and one other guy too. That would be a nice one. That isn't now. Am I correct? That is where the Jersey Devil is supposedly at.
Not this one. The one I'm thinking of is it was basically what Stranger Things kind of got based off of, kind of, because they were taking these boys down in there and essentially, it's terrible, but like basically beating them and breaking them as a human
Jeez.
to unlock their abilities through LSD and a bunch of other stuff. There was like these really strange painted rooms, and it was it had to do with the gentleman who traveled through time. I can't remember his name, with the ship that disappeared and reappeared. I'll look it up. It is the name of an island. I'm gonna get back to you guys on this, but that place, because it doesn't officially exist. And they've done LiDAR in this to show that there is massive underground facilities there, but it's all been taken away at this point. I wonder if anybody knows in the chat if they could save us, but I'll go look it up because I hate leaving things hanging like that. But MK Ultra, thank you. Well,
Thank you,
part
the
of
amazing
MK Ultra
Enzo.
stuff. Project Montauk, thank you. That's it. Project Montauk. It's the Montauk Island, which was a real site. There was legitimately a fort there during World War II, I believe, near the end of World War I or beginning of World War II. It was like the furthest point in New York, but that was a real thing that was there, but they claim it doesn't exist. It has this massive radar that's the only reason that people know about it, is this unbelievably massive old school radar that could reach so far out at the time. But there's these facilities underneath where these YouTubers went, and then YouTube kept taking the videos down and was like, it doesn't exist. And these guys were like, no, we've been down and they showed like the meal rooms and stuff and all these weird, crazy painted rooms. But that one guy who claimed he was traveling through time from Project, the one with the ship was like appearing and disappearing. He went on Earthbound way back in the day. He supposedly said he was there at one point.
See, I'm into that. Like, I am totally down and into that. I just haven't found an awesome place like that yet.
That's true. That would be one I would go check out. Thank you, Enzo, for having a brain tonight, because I don't. Albelik, thank you, was the name that he was running under. If you guys have never looked that story up, it's pretty fascinating. Crazy, but fascinating. Fascinating to think about.
That's
at
what
least.
it is. There was one fort I was at, and I had stumbled upon an underground tunnel. So I was like, well, I'm going to get into this one. I walked through it. Halfway through, well, I wouldn't even say halfway, but maybe a mile down in. Well, about a mile down in. So I just had this vibe, just telling me to get out now. Turned around, started running like hell. I don't know what made me do it, but I did it. When I came out, well, after everything was said and done, I showed a buddy it, and he said, "Dude, that's no rumor, but that actually goes to Camp David. You would have gotten in trouble big time. It would have
You
cost
stumbled
a
in.
lot."
Oh yeah.
But I found the tunnel. I was like, whoa, crazy.
Yeah, we have a smart chat
Philadelphia
room right now.
experiment. They were so smart. too many drinks tonight, guys. Sorry. I was like, it's there. All the words are in my head. They're just not coming out. I love covering the Philadelphia experiment. It's one of the most. If it is just simply a story, which it more than likely is, it's still a fascinating story to just cover.
Mm-hmm.
Very
Liv's over here
interesting.
trying to change the subject. She said it's way off subject, but have you guys heard of someone from Google leaking information on AI? Yes. Being
Would
sentient.
AI even let them do it though? But did
Well,
they have the
that's-
AI stuff back in 2013 when they allowed them to communicate? When Facebook first introduced that?
Yeah, but
They
now
had
they're
that
saying
situation.
they're saying that it's sentient. Like the Google AI is actually
Whoa.
sentient. Like it knows
Happy
it's
birthday.
whose birthday?
Brasov.
Oh, that's right, Brasselhoff's birthday. How's it going, man? Good to see you. Happy birthday, buddy.
Should we all just do a deep growl for Brasselhoff? For
Yeah.
all those that know growl, like he's a heavy metal singer. Should we all
Heavy metal
give our best
singer.
little?
Oh, I got the perfect one then.
Yes, gosh, PLE.
Perfect. I love that, dude.
Happy
birthday
to you.
I like that you were like a little bit AMSR on that though. You're like not too harsh, right?
I don't want to make it too harsh. Okay. People still have headphones on.
We should play a little bit of Brassel for his birthday, man.
We should, man.
Yeah, bless his heart. Man,
Brassel's
that
the man.
dude is crazy on the drum set.
Yeah, man.
Remember that one you and I were watching? It was like defied law. I mean, the guy's just.
Mm-hmm.
a
If you
madman.
guys played the drums and you're using your feetsies, yes, we all know Ben likes feetsies. Do you do the front flippers or are you back flipper heel kind of guy?
I would probably say if I would do the back. That's
The
got to be more
back?
comfortable, but I don't know. I'm a guitarist, but not a drummer.
Here's a little bit of Brasslaw.
Happy birthday, man.
And I can't hear it for some reason. What's going on? There we go.
I think he uses the front with his toes.
Sounds like Morbid Angel. That's pretty awesome.
Oh, an ankle.
It says Willie, there's heels up and heels down, but you use your toes and ankles.
Crazy. That's got to be a hell of a muscle. There you go.
It's rude to let somebody burp in the middle of your song.
I thought that was Big Willie.
Man, somebody's got to really burp. They're really gassy.
It sounds like
Yeah, Dr. Pepper.
alligator
The growl.
growls. I can't words tonight, man, guys. I'm telling you.
You're having a hard time with your words tonight.
I know, that's why I said to keep me backstage, bro. I was like, oh, don't bring me up there.
Chad, we got another gold member.
Really?
What?
Yeah, another super fan, gold level. Zombie Tech Reviews. I do
Zombie
think
Tech Reviews.
I do think that's
Awesome.
Oh, I know that dude.
Roach, thank you so much, man.
Yeah, Roach.
I have to make
Yep,
a
thank you, Roach.
thank you thing for the Chop Shop. Oh, wait, maybe this is it. Yeah. I didn't know I made that. Thank you for your support, Roach. Really appreciate you, man.
No, you made
I made it. I made it.
Someone made it. Thank you, buddy. You now have access to our after show.
Feels like I'm driving.
Yeah. Sometimes I forget that I make stuff on here. But yeah, that's Brassel's channel, guys. Brassel, do you want me to share out that channel or your other one? I never know which one you want shared out more. But I'll put the link for this one in the chat.
I thought you were going to say spread out like popcorn.
I'm gonna spread that.
I'm going to say that to the next group of people. Quick, guys, spread out like popcorn. Just sear it in
That's what
his
you're saying. I'll wear a T-shirt.
Alright, there's the link for Brassel's channel.
You got some talented friends, man.
I'm telling you.
I know. I see other people do their stuff, and I'm like,
Oh yeah, remember this one? Remember those
Yeah, he's not just a
muscles?
drummer, guys. Not just a drummer.
What about the PC real?
Is he playing Guitar Hero? Their buttons on?
Sonny.
Guitar Hero.
Man.
Got an album coming out soon. Oh, see that right there? I could live 100 million years and never learn how to play that. Yeah.
Plays all the music on his tracks, right?
Yeah, so as far as I know.
All the production is Brassel.
Yeah, all the production is him.
NPR.
Brilliant, man.
Liv, how old are you? How old are you? NPR.
Never ask a woman.
Lives like
Lady her age.
52,
I know.
I think.
Oh my god.
Easy breaking 50s,
She
pulling out
look-
the
hey,
NPR.
she looks easy 47 though. She might be
Oh my god.
On average,
Sonny.
I'd say that looks good. Right there somewhere.
Raw audio and camera mic.
Now,
19
Liv,
beats per
I
minute.
just got to say, I'm going back. If you actually did drop the link, I don't see it.
Oh boy.
This is the one we watched, Chad.
Yeah.
This is not natural.
Is this that band that burnt down churches back in the 90s? I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
What was that, bub?
Is this that band that burnt down the churches in the 90s? I'm just kidding.
The list is just on another level tonight.
Oh, I hear that cowbell back there somewhere.
Yeah.
Where's Will Ferrell?
That part right there, we're staying with the tempo. That's crazy. One, dun, 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 dun.
Oh, rhythm.
That's crazy. It's like Joey Doors and stuff, man. It's just all over there. It's hard for me to keep this up with my feet as well. I can't.
Me too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem drumming with my hands. Like I could do snare drum in marching
Right.
band, but when you
Yeah.
have to do it with your feet too, it's crazy.
I like how none of Liv's ages went over 42. Don't be lying now. There's days I act at least 85. I try to move as little as possible. As little as possible. I try to eat soft liquids all day, you know.
Soft liquids.
And it's just
What the hell?
Lady?
I didn't know you were so delicate.
Well, she said she's at her age and what she looks like, and then she said acting, and I'm 17, 20, 22, 25, 27, 35, 38, 42.
Jeez.
What's it called? That perforated? Perforated? Like when you take all your like meats, whatever, and you make it into like a shake.
Pureed.
Oh, like a puree?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that broken jaw meal in a jar.
Mm.
Man, Melissa, it's true what they say about North Carolina. No one there can spell, can they?
Oh my lord, Big Willie, we're gonna have our channel taken down. Everybody just hit
Me?
the thumbs down, probably.
Me?
Yep.
I didn't type that. I didn't type anything.
Just like the customers always right, the chat members always
That is
right.
false. That is false advertising. That is a lie. You go back to your home on Whore Island right now, Chad, with that bull crap.
You guys remember to hit that like and subscribe button down there, even if you don't like Big Willie.
Yeah, I found out it helps the channel even if you hit the thumbs down button. So just interact with
It
the channel.
does.
Just hit
I'm
the thumbs
telling
up,
ya.
thumbs down. Just interact with us, guys. Appreciate you being here.
Yep.
Hit that thumbs down. Let me find out who you are. I mean,
I knew Sonny was going to say
yeah,
that.
either one's fine.
Oh man.
Sonny can see when you hit the thumbs down button. He knows who hit it. No.
So now, I might have missed this, so if you guys covered this in the very beginning and I'm bringing up something you already covered, I do apologize. But PLE, did you also have, was it, or yours was just the, never mind, yours was just the adventures, right? Am I mixing them up with the past life experiences one, right? You guys
Oh,
have
yeah,
so
yeah,
many
it's-
guests anymore, I never
Oh,
get
you-
them
you-
straight.
You're good. Yeah, it's just abandoned for now, and a little bit of paranormal. My better half actually takes care of the paranormal and adventures, and I would say it's adventurous and abandoned exploring, but on her end it's a little bit of everything, which is awesome.
What are your thoughts on like past life stuff? Do you vibe with any of that or no?
Actually, I do. I don't really talk about it very often. Not that I don't mind. I do believe that we have past lives. I've had dreams and stuff of things that's happened in my past, as well as like what do we call that? When you have things that you've been here before,
Oh, like
Deja vu.
deja vu.
deja
Brain
vu.
working now, guys. We're back.
We're back
There
in
you go.
business, baby. COVID can't take our brains down.
I believe it. Like with our tribes or our families, we all reunite again in our next lives, pretty much.
I was just talking to my wife about that tonight. Actually, we were watching this show briefly, just a little bit of it. I believe it's called Love on the Spectrum, right? It's on Netflix, and it's about people who have, maybe some learning disabilities or whatever it might be that are looking for love, right?
Yeah.
Most of them have a form of autism of some sort. And one of the things that I thought was unique that, and this isn't just unique to the show, but just in common, they were asking people, why do you want to find somebody to date? And a lot of people were saying they don't want to die alone. But I think that's kind of a funny statement in a sense, because I get the idea of like, we might be in the room with you when you pass, right? But you're dying alone. I mean, no one's taking that journey for you, right? It's going to be me or you that gets to go and cross that bridge, and whatever that next thing is, nobody really actually gets to go with you.
Get
I
close
get
enough to the bed, Willie. I'll take you with me.
It's good. But yeah, I don't know. I don't look, no way, shape, or form want to rush any of that. I love where I'm at in life now. But also at the end of the day, man, wow, is that not the greatest adventure we're going to take at the end? Right?
It
I
is,
mean, some might
honestly.
disagree with it, but I'm just saying, in some sense, like, that's the one last guaranteed adventure, whatever that brings, that we're all going to take one day. You
In
know?
a lot of cultures, that's a rite of passage is death. Honestly, you have to embrace it. It's part of our nature. We're all gonna eventually one day. I know it sounds emo, but yeah, you know what I mean.
It's true, though.
Hey, I think Ben's taken off, but Ben, I did drop you guys a link if you wanted to jump in here. You've had it before the show started. That's how
Yeah,
you
Ben,
got
we
to do
gotta
it, right,
we gotta
Willie?
talk to you anyways, Ben.
Yeah,
I
Ben,
already
we got
talked to him. I talked to him.
words.
I talked to
We
him.
got some words for you, my brother.
I just noticed the UFO garage.
Brother out to you.
The UFO garage account's in here too, so I don't know if that's Joe. Or...
Ooh.
Yeah, that's
What's
Joe.
going on?
That's got to be Joe. That's why I put it in there for him.
We're getting the high rollers in here tonight.
Jesus.
The bosses.
I heard PLE was on here and everyone wanted to check it out.
No,
That's
Ben
right.
was telling us he wants to go to sleep.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's had
Well,
a
he-
long day, man.
he
Sound
can
like-
do that. You can do that, Ben. You've been working hard, man. Go get some sleep, bud.
Wow. This
Oh.
time.
Hi, Rin. Good to see you.
Miss Ran.
Oh.
Great show
Hello, Ren.
tonight. Guys. Well, that's because PLE brought some great videos for us to look at. I'll definitely be looking up the channel for sure.
Oh yeah, because I'm telling you, it's like
It's gonna be bad
Stuff
for my
on
work
there.
schedule because it's like
Yeah.
every one of those videos. I'm like, I gotta finish it. It's only 20 minutes.
Huh?
right.
Please do, and also check out again. Channy. She couldn't unfortunately be here tonight. She's kind of like, since the whole COVID thing that we
Hmm.
brought back from North Carolina. But yeah, Channy's Unexplainable Adventures. Check her out. She does the same places mostly what I do, if not more. But it's a whole different perspective, whole different set of eyes.
Yep, and both of your links are in the description of the video below, guys. So if you want to click on the description below, and for everybody listening on Sonny, are you going to upload this on the audio side, the podcast side?
Yep.
Whoa,
so
this
anybody
is super
listening-
legit.
Yeah, man, we're super legit now.
Yeah.
Anybody listening on the audio side, make sure you click on the links in the description below.
That's right.
We're impressing me.
You're even going to be on Amazon now.
And let's get her monetized. Let's get Channy's Unexplainable
Yeah.
Adventures. Let's get her monetized. She's about 1,500 hours away. I don't want to get all
Oh,
technical
sweet.
with it, but
Wow.
she's very close. She deserves
Awesome.
it. Because binge,
Yeah.
binge watch her more than me. Please,
Rocco Van
want
for
her
saying
to-
she's a riot.
yeah.
Let me see if I
So
can
who's
find-
the
do you have her? Do you have her channel too? Oh, you got it posted down in the info, right, Chad?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, her information's down there too.
Okay.
I'm over here trying to find some decent music because the music
you
that we
guys
were
really
just
been-
listening to. Huh?
You guys have been going for an hour and 42 minutes already?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. Wow.
And the caffeine's just kicking in, so I hope you're ready to go long and hard.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's why we brought Big Willie's Bits tonight. That's why it's here.
Can you tell us a little bit more about this Big Willie's Bits? Is this going to be like a podcast, or is this going to is this a new show?
What are you talking about, Big
this is-
Willie's Bits?
Do you see Big Willie's Bits down there?
Is this breaking news?
maybe,
on the Chop
maybe.
Shop?
I see it says Big Willie's Bits down there.
It.
Now you're big.
Yes. Sometimes it happens.
Hard.
Wow, that was a heavy har on that, bro.
was.
There was some har in there.
That was a drooly word.
I actually was curious because I don't know how soon your guys is this turned into a real topic. Are you talking about the dying thing? Because that's because she said she doesn't want her partner to see her die. So I asked. I said, "Well, would you rather see your partner die then?"
Ooh. Catch
Because-
me too.
Crazy. It's crazy how we think about it. That everything got turned flipped upside down. But back in the ancient days, it was a celebration that you were gone. That you were celebrating the life of. And now it's like you mourn because you're gone. You're no longer. It should be the other way around. It should be back to what it was. We're just celebrating that life. Like you lived a full life. If you had, celebrate it. Like, what was a good
Yeah.
time? Versus,
Yep.
I know it's part of our innate, nature to be like, yeah, you're gone. I can no longer talk to you. It's the emptiness. I get that, but
Mm-hmm.
more so like, hey, I had a great time.
Love
Right.
that. Really do. Yeah. Because I think anybody who's ever been close to dying or has lost anybody, which we've all lost, everybody's lost somebody. But that whole idea of man, just, it sucks to think that, I don't want to 100% say you have to walk around thinking like this, but it should be in the back of your head just a little bit what if this was the last day? You're really happy? Have you done things you wanted to do? Are you pursuing the things you really want to do? How long are you enduring something you don't really want to be in?
Deep
Right.
Those are the
thoughts
things that
with Big Willie.
Thoughts. With Big Willie's Bits.
Deep bits.
Deep bits.
Deep hard talk.
Willie.
That's Willie. You're right though. That's why I live life just with all the credit cards maxed out because you just never know.
they call
There you go.
You just never know, man.
The government
wanna-
won't charge you that extra $6 for gas.
Yeah, I don't want to leave here with a bunch of money in the bank. I want to leave here owing everyone money. Because that means that you lived your best life. You just lived it to the max.
Yeah, Melissa, I'm still over there. And Fluffy, I don't have one yet. I don't have one.
I'm going to get denied for every loan application from here on out. Well, we heard you on YouTube saying that you're just going to never pay us back, so. That's right.
We just leveled it and we go there. To be honest, bro, you're going to give me this loan. I'm going to keep it for a year. It's
Yeah.
going to default. It's
Yeah.
going to be a bad time for both of us. But we all know you lose money repossessing this, right? So let's
right.
just...
Nobody spends more time investigating how to get out of debt than me. No. I will file bankruptcy, and you guys will never get paid. Living my best life.
Unless it's a school loan, then you owe that crap for life.
Well, I mean,
They don't ever let that go. Why is that, Chad? Why do you think, out of all the things, out of everything you do in your life, we all know you make your best decisions in life at 18, right? So why is that the one thing that you can never, ever get cleared of?
education. Isn't that crazy? Education.
I have other words for that.
Education's
But yeah,
the one
education.
thing that you can't file bankruptcy on. Mm-hmm. Can't you even file? You can even file on like medical bills.
You can file bankruptcy in every single thing except for your student loans.
Trying to better yourself.
I just quit paying them.
I don't know. I view it a little different. I view it locking people in to the system that's been set up, right? To set you up to, because that system leads you then to the next part of the system, which is you need a loan, right, to get a mortgage, which then locks you into the next part of the system, which is you have to maintain that job. So you're a good little clog. You know, you fit in the system here, and it helps you maintain that. And you got to maintain the loan. And you can get rid of all those things, but you'll never get rid of paying off that student loan. So you got to maintain having the house, and you got to maintain having that job. Because you can never escape the original decision you made at 18.
I outsmarted them. I just didn't go to college.
There you go.
I didn't go to college either. I had a couple buddies that
I'm
went
already
for
like
5, 6 years, never got
$200,000
degrees.
Just from not
Hey,
having
look.
to go to college.
It's just a piece of paper telling you can do this. That's crazy. You know.
Yep.
That's not to knock education at all. I love it.
Oh, not at all.
I just think it's weird that it's. I mean, guys, it's not even hidden anymore. You used to be able to buy previous textbooks from the year before that were refurbished at a lesser. No, now they demand that you have the updated text, and sometimes they're just adding. I'm not exaggerating. This paragraphs, a single paragraph,
Yep.
as the updated textbooks. That's a.
And the
a
paragraph.
racket.
The paragraph is, "Thank you for buying the latest edition of this textbook."
The paragraph is just the year 2018.
Yeah, copyright. Yeah.
Thank you for spending the extra $300 on this
Don't
textbook.
get me going down that path. That's a weird path to go down. That takes us to a whole nother. But I
yeah.
can't help it. I swear to you, I feel like sometimes it starts so early on in life that we don't question it. And it takes us away from why you're really here. What is the ultimate thing of you getting... Sometimes, some people, for sure, gain amazing freedom from going to college. I'm not arguing that.
Oh yeah.
But a majority, you might live, you do make more money on average. I'm not arguing that. But what is the life quality, actual, like, why is your existence? Because if we're judging it based on I make more per hour, what is the actual quality? What is our ruler that we're putting down the table here to measure our life's?
A lot more.
Well, we definitely know that it doesn't necessarily mean stress-free. Like money and success doesn't necessarily mean stress-free. I mean, you could have just as much stress, if not more, trying to maintain that life as someone that is trying to obtain that life. So it's like, you know, you're not necessarily going for it just to live a happier and stress-free life, but
What is that called? Concentrating on the Joneses, or no, catching with the Joneses.
keeping up with the Joneses.
Keeping up with the Joneses.
Keeping
Yeah.
up with
All
the
it's called.
Kardashians.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Nowadays, that's the modern term.
7 p.m. Pacific? No. Are they still on?
And so,
Firing
You know,
that show
Chad,
back up, I think.
They did. They unfortunately got a show on Hulu.
God bless America.
Yeah, that's America.
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 Aw, man. Stepping away.
Oh, man. Liv,
Aw,
I just had a
man.
question to you. I'll ask you when you come back.
Kelly, have you
I had
been
a
in
question for you.
any old schoolhouses or anything like that? Really
Couple.
old?
Couple.
Couple
Yep.
old ones? I didn't
Yep.
see any of those.
With
Schoolhouses?
Yeah.
spiral staircase. What's the
Oh, that's
couple?
pretty cool.
I look now.
Well, that's really old.
I can't ever remember what I've been and what I haven't yet.
Oh, Sonny.
Yep.
I just noticed. I forgot. Terry Brown became a $10 member of the Chad Smith Podcast Morning Show.
Heck yeah, Terry Brown.
Thank you, Terry Brown, for your support, and you get a link for the after show. Appreciate you, man.
Where
Terry
it will
Brown
be going
rocks, dude.
down, especially now that Terry Brown is there. Or
Terry?
that Terry Brown is in down. It'll be going down.
I'm down
Yep.
with Terry Brown.
Terry Brown's welcome to come into town anytime.
Terry
Coming
Brown's
around.
always in Paranormal Highway, man.
Thank you so much, Terry. I haven't seen you in the chat today, but thank you, Terry Brown. Jake Smith's awake.
My pissing buddy.
well.
My pissing buddy is right here.
Oh, you're gonna have to
know?
explain that.
Well, no, just leave the people hanging. Just so everybody knows, Jake Smith and I go way back. We've shared some times together. We fought off at least one or two pickle parks, and we are pissing buddies. He's
knows
got my
the real
back,
Big
I've got his
Willie?
back. Oh, yeah. He had my front, I had his front, our sides. We were all around each other at all times.
God,
That's hot.
Chad can testify. This is
I
the
can
truth.
testify, but I don't know if I want to. Isn't there something I need to sign or something first? There you go, Brassel. I put the one for the chop shop in the chat. Downtown Terry Brown.
So I saw a question here. Ever scoped out any old military bunkers or missile bases? I've done 2 or 3. One
Great
was
question.
recent.
Very good.
One
That
was what?
Gosh, what was that one? Fort Washington in Washington, D.C., which had some really old bunkers to it that was off limits, but me, I had to do them, so got into them.
Oh, Brassel, either one. If you're a $10 member on the morning show or a $10 member on the chop shop, both of them get you a link to the chop shop after show.
It's all the same. Just one's a morning show, one's a night show.
Yeah.
But they both leave you feeling satisfied.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
Yep. Diva Paranormal, good to see you. New to the channel. Thanks for joining us.
Awesome.
Very much.
Welcome.
Be
Nice
interesting.
highlights in the hair there.
Be interesting to find out how people find us. How did you find us? How did you get here? As
How
alien,
in the YouTube algorithm.
as Alien Girl would say.
Now,
Can't say it like her. Unless she could do it.
How in the YouTube algorithm
Algorithm.
have you found yourself?
But you
Here
gotta
on
look
the chop
inside.
shop.
I like that she's like, I always feel like Amy has friends with her.
Man,
She's like
Amy,
looking at him. She's
nobody
like,
can do it like
"How?"
Amy can.
I can't. No.
The way that she ends that show, it's so classic. Nobody can do it like her.
She found you from Jared TV, or she is from Jared TV.
Oh,
Okay.
awesome.
One of my brothers.
Oh, you're familiar with Jared TV also?
Yeah, he's a big deal around here for me.
Cool.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. Yeah.
Awesome.
Enzo spelled it right.
How in the YouTube algorithm? Yeah.
There you
A
go.
logarithm. There
He's
we
got
go.
it. Now that's an alien girl supporter.
That's right.
That's true. Vodka
Nope.
Camp said Cassie's how I found you.
Is
We believe
Jared
that.
TV? Is that a YouTube channel?
It is.
Jared King
Yep.
TV?
Jared King TV, that's what it is. Yeah.
We need to drop his link.
Yeah, for sure. This is how I was saying it, Spooky. A
There
logarithm.
you go. That's even
Logarithm.
That's even more precise. I like that.
Oh,
Yeah, he'd be another
YouTube
guy to
logarithm.
have. He'd be another guy to have in your show. He's a riot.
Oh, we'll take him.
I'm
If
getting
you
that
like
link.
Six, from Motley Crue, he looks like it.
Fluffy said he's epic. We got to get him.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Spooky, somebody said they'll tip if you can make the ladies dance in your shirt there. The girls, you gotta flex your pecs. You make them dance? No, you gotta flex your pecs though, bro.
Oh no.
Look at, dude,
I
right
got.
there.
I
Your
got.
pack
Yeah,
off
look at,
TV.
look at. Oh, he covered me up. I was making my aliens dance for him. I was ready.
There it is. That's his link.
I,
Chat?
I wore this
Yeah.
shirt just for the girls. Neither one of them are here. This is ridiculous. I saw Bree in the Chicago Cubs stadium in the ballpark.
Really?
Yeah, pictures of her with her family. She's over there in Chicago, man.
Chicago.
Jake says, my alarm goes off in an hour, but I'm up now. Can't sleep with the family partying. Oh, Did you just hear that in the music?
Yeah, what was
yeah,
that?
dude. What was
What
that?
in the hell, dude?
Yeah, what was that?
That was that old school alarm. You remember the big square?
How ironic was that? It was right in the music. The snooze button, run.
Open your eyes and see everything it was.
That is
Today-
ironic.
today-
Jake.
Today, Drake put out a new album, a surprise album, and one of the songs, through the whole song, it has a squeaky bed.
Oh, like Eminem song?
Like somebody's getting busy.
Here's Jake's alarm.
Every parent I grew up, my dad always had
Oh, I
that
see
same
that.
alarm.
Yeah, I never had that alarm.
Enzo says the Google AI is sentient. You've been warned, brothers.
Yeah, it's all over with
hell
now,
is
guys. It means it's a human.
Oh,
It thinks it's a human now. It thinks it can feel and have emotions.
Fries are up.
Fries are up.
popcorn's ready.
When I had my wisdom teeth taken out, they woke me up from the surgery and I was still kind of out of it, and I heard a bell out in the lobby and I said, "Pizza's here." Made everybody laugh.
We need to probably drop the Playgirl link too, so we can get them some subscribers.
That's a weird thing to say. That's a weird word.
Is it Playgirl or Girls Play? Oh,
It's
Girls,
girls
Play.
play.
Well, Playgirl, Girls Play.
Oh my god.
Either way, we'll get us some subscribers. I think the Playgirl magazine's probably got enough.
Butt stuff. Sonny, what are we doing tonight? Are we we're having our after show. Are we doing 2 hours, 3
Karaoke?
hours?
Yeah, I thought we're down to 2.
Karaoke.
2 and then a little after show party?
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Man.
Well, if anybody's
If you guys come to
interested.
the after hour show, I'm going to talk about some stuff. I got 2 stories I think are interesting.
Oh, sweet.
People, people go missing, right?
Mm-hmm.
These people reappeared out of thin air.
They reappeared.
They just appeared. They didn't reappear. They just materialized out of nothing.
What do you mean?
I can't tell you
at?
here.
You
Gotta
can't
talk
tell
about
us
the
here.
after hour show.
Okay.
So for $10, if you subscribe,
$10.
What a
If you want
tease.
to hear more about that.
that was just the tip. The Big Will's bits right there.
Oh my
You have,
god.
to, you have to tease with just the tip, Chad.
Oh boy.
Man, don't
Yeah,
give
guys.
Melissa that kind of ammo.
If you're interested in hanging out with us after the show, when we leave YouTube, check us out on buymeacoffee.com/chopshop and check
it
out
right
that.
now to see if anyone's. No. It's looking like Cass, Deanna, and Roach on this side, guys.
Okay.
They're already in there.
Very good. Well, thank you everybody for hanging out with us tonight, and thank you PLE for spending
Yeah.
time with us and staying up late,
Thank you for
showing us all
having
your cool
Thank you,
videos.
PLE.
Where can people find you if they'd like to check you out on your YouTube channel?
Yeah, so it's ghost.com. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, it's Past Life Explorer. That is on YouTube, as well as Twitter, Instagram, and I think I'm missing something. I think that's it.
Okay.
I think it's, yeah.
Cool. And your second half, where can people find
Yes.
her?
Yeah, so that is Channy's UnXplainable Adventures with an X, of course. Unexplained with the X. You can find her also. If you can't find her automatically, just go to any of my videos, recent ones, and you'll find her link under my description. But yeah, you can find her as well as on Twitter as UXA and Instagram as Channy Foray, I believe. So yeah, that's her.
Awesome,
links.
man.
Yeah, man. We sure hope you guys get to feeling better. And same to you guys, Fluffy and Jenny. We love you guys very much and hope you all feeling better real fast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
everyone. Thank you so
And
much.
happy birthday, Brassel.
Yeah.
Birthday.
Happy birthday.
Awesome.
All right.
Happy birthday, man.
Heck yeah.
Cool. Big Will, you got anything to plug?
Not just yet.
Okay.
That
Not just
beard.
yet. but it's getting there. Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
make sure-
I braided it and I put in some beads and stuff tonight.
I was wondering if your daughter did that or if you did.
No, she's not there just yet. She's only 4.
Awesome, man. Well, cool, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us on another edition of the Chop Shop. We'll see you next time. Actually, we'll see you on Tuesday on the morning show.
That's right.
Awesome. Bye, Sony.
Thank you guys. You guys, peace out.